Hi guys, it's Tracy from Stampin' Away with Tracy, and I want to show you all the versatility with this To a Wild Rose stamp set. And if you're visiting my channel for the first time, welcome. I'm so glad you're joining me. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you'll be notified when I upload new videos. I also have a link below if you're interested in receiving my email. Fill in your email address, and if you're interested in a catalog and you don't have a demonstrator, I'm happy to send you one. The new annual catalog for 2020-2021 is about to come out. Fill that out. And if you put your birth date down, I will send you a handmade birthday card. So it's kind of a threefer. So that link is below. Now let's get started. And I'm going to show you To a Wild Rose, all the things you can do with this. I have a couple cards that I've created already. This one is using just 2 steps of the 3-stamp set you can use. And I like that. I like the way the outline is. Really pretty on there. And this is one of the leaves. This set has actually 2, a flower and a leaf set. And I use the leaf set here that are 3-step. Now this is the second step right here in this of the flower. And I love the way that turned out. Really pretty. So To a Wild Rose, you have the flowers that are 3-step, 1, 2, 3, and you have the leaves, 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to show you some examples of that so that you will know on some Whisper White, and we're going to use, well, that's not Whisper White. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Okay, and we're going to use Granny Green Apple, just so you can see it. I wanted something bright. The first one we're going to do is what I call a full coverage. And it does give some color variations there. See that? Give some color variations. Now, we're going to do stamp 2, and this is what gives highlight to it. This is what gives some highlight to it. I want to put it right. There it is. Sorry. See how that gives some highlight to it and some depth to the flower? Even though we've used the same ink color, look at the variation it gives you. Isn't that pretty? Now, we're going to do an outline. And that is exactly what it does. Look at that, how it outlined that flower. Isn't that pretty? Now, I'm going to show you what each step is separately and what it looks like separately. So, I want to put it so you can see it. Now, again, we're going to do the background first. Let me show you what that looks like. That's just the background, and that is great for doing tone on tone, all kinds of things you can do with that. This is what I used on this other card. Look at that. Look at that right there. It just gives sporadic coverage of ink, which is why it gives it depth. See this? This is what I used on sporadic coverage there. Very effective. The next one I've used on all kinds of backgrounds, and I'm trying to find those cards. I've sent so many cards lately that I've already sent that. Now, there you go. That is the outline. It's just a perfect flower. Now remember, this stamp set has a die set that you can get to cut out these beautiful flowers. Now, this stamp set has another 3-step stamp, and that is the leaves. So I'm going to show you that really quickly. Move those aside. The first one we're going to do is the full coverage. That's what I call the base. And see how that gives really coverage, but no stems. Great for a background. And the next one gives a little more detail of the veining of the leaf. It's just a little more detail. Look at that. Gives just a little more detail, has a little stem. And then this one does the outline and way more veining. Whoops, I totally missed that. Let me try it again. It is really hard to stamp at an angle for me. Not sure what my problem is. But there. See how that's perfectly down? And see the difference? And let's put the vein on. Let's just hope I can do it this time. There we go. Look at the veining on that. Isn't that pretty? Now let's try them separately so you can see all the variations. This is separate. That is just the base. Here's the second one that has just a little bit of veining. Now look at that. It comes out lighter. It has a little bit of a stem. It definitely has some veining. Very pretty, don't you think? And then this is the outline, which is a beautiful leaf for a project. This would be great on a scrapbook page too, to do backgrounds around your photos. Really, really pretty. Again, the stamp set I'm teaching you about is To a Wild Rose. And this is a great step set, very versatile. If you are watching what you're spending and you want a stamp set that you can really stretch to do lots of projects, this is definitely one of them. It is in the annual catalog. If you need an annual catalog, fill out the link below on my Google Drive, and I'm happy to send you one if you don't have a demonstrator. Don't forget to like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I appreciate each and every one of you spending a few minutes with me. Thanks, guys. Have a great